Pro Clubs is FIFA's answer to everything that's great about football and gaming. You come together, you score bangers, you get up the divisions, and you're always carrying that one bloke who's just a little bit shy. But despite Club's potential, it's been left behind. EA have failed to develop it. FIFA 21 Pro Clubs. Somehow, I'm not surprised I'm making this video in February. Welcome to another Pro Clubs vid. My name is of course JCC, and this one today is a little bit more serious. EA Sports, who make FIFA, by the way, clearly don't have a dedicated development team for Pro Clubs. It's 100% just a bloke called Derrida responsible for popping his head round the door once a month, check the server lights are still on. Yeah, it's all good. If you are new around here, feel free to subscribe. Welcome to the home of Pro Clubs. Drop a like on this video. This video is kind of serious because, as I said, EA Sports don't have a big team of people in charge of improving Pro Clubs. That would be a distraction from Ultimate Team / taking money off children. So it's down to us, the community, to push for a change. A lot of you have been hurt before. A lot of you have been playing Pro Clubs for years and years, and you'll be sat there basically thinking, the game gets worse every single year. What is the point of even trying? Oh, there's no big sort of answer. I see what I don't have a response. We go again, boys. That's the only attitude we can bring to this. With this channel being 1,000 subscribers away from 100,000, we are perhaps the biggest collective voice and platform that can make a difference. I know for a fact suggestions, glitches, and issues I have raised on this channel in the past have been solved by EA because of the videos that I've sent them. I still do have direct contact with the community managers, and in previous cycles have raised our issues to them. This video is going to get to them, but there's no guarantee that anything will change. Nobody knows more about what Pro Clubs needs than you guys watching this video, the real players. So let's try and show EA what we want, and I guess the rest will be down to them. Remember, if you do enjoy this video, leaving a like rating really helps us out. Let's go for a really big goal, 2,000 likes. If you like the video, if you like Pro Clubs, drop a thumbs up. See what we can do. So the title of the video, I posed this question to you guys over on my Twitter, and you were flying in with your suggestions. I've been going through them. I've been breaking down what really I'm seeing is getting the most likes, what's getting the most features, and I'm bringing you guys the top 5. So the first big change that I would like to see come into Pro Clubs that I think would revolutionize the game mode would be a currency system. Similar to FUT, you have coins. You can spend these coins on upgrading stadiums, upgrading kits, and purchasing customizational upgrades for your virtual pros. I mean, the possibilities with that could be endless if they added a coin system. Here's where we hit the tricky territory. Do we want monetization in Pro Clubs? In the past I've said yes, in the past I've said no. I don't believe Pro Clubs would ever develop into a proper game mode unless they added monetization. Now, obviously, if you're a fan of this channel, you know how much I hate the pack system, the gambling aspect of Ultimate Team. I'm more so with this idea talking about if they were to bring something in, it's purely for cosmetic purposes. I don't want to ever see a system come into Pro Clubs where the other guys on the other team can buy a better CPU than me. They can buy better things for their club than ours, such as hairstyles and different boots. But the key thing I want to get forward is you should also be able to earn that, right? You can also play enough games that the coin system is possible to earn it. The big thing I have against FUT is I think the new R9 Ronaldo or some card. Does anybody care? Some big card. I was speaking to a big FUT guy. They were talking about how you get like, what, 600 coins for winning a game of Ultimate Team? Maybe less, 300. I don't play it, clearly. It's a little amount of coins. This R9 Ronaldo card, the Icon R9, is like 10 million coins, is it? Maybe 16 million, whatever. It's impossible to earn that many coins, right? You can't play a game that much. You can only get there by spending money. You can only get those sorts of players by spending money on the game, and I don't want to see that in clubs. Currency system would revolutionize Pro Clubs. There's a similar system in place in NBA 2K. Of course, it would bring a much more diverse experience to the My Player feel, which is Pro Clubs. And while we're getting onto that, we might as well get straight into point 2. Bring back the game face, add a fuckload more customization, and let's see the accomplishments return. The accomplishments returning is something I've wanted literally since they left. Their little booklet that was like sort of a career highlight reel of your pro. How many headers have you done? How many goals from outside the box have you scored? They took that out because it used to be the primary leveling system, and I think that was the right thing to do. It was a stupid way to level, but it was an awesome thing to have in the game. They should have left it in as a side so that players like me who play this game a lot can level through the skill tree system by playing games, but also look over and be like, oh, I've got like 70% accomplished of my entire pro. Let's try and get that 100%. It's just something a little bit extra that I think is fun. Game Face, something they took out years ago. You used to be able to upload a photo of yourself to EA's website, scan it onto your pro, and then you could literally just have your pro's face or your face on your pro. That's been missed since the start. We all know that that's something that should never have been taken out of the game. Why can't they add it back in along with a hell of a lot more customization? Let's see tattoos. Let's see new hairstyles added in weekly in this store system. Let's see Gucci headbands. Listen, I really don't care. This is Pro Clubs. This game mode is meant to be fun. Things like that would bring a lot of excitement and just keep players coming back, right, every single week. If there was customization added to this currency system so that every week, like on a Fortnite style, they updated the store, you could buy different things, it would keep the game mode fresh throughout. My third big point is that we have needed a training arena in the club that you can play with your friends in for so long. The amount of time you spend sitting in the lobby, there should be an option just to hit square, jump into an arena, and you and the other attackers can start shooting and crossing a ball to each other playing a skill game. Even better, you can go in with the goalkeeper, he's defending the goal, you're shooting. I mean, there's so much more interesting things that could be done than sitting in a lobby. Pro Clubs needs a training arena, practice corners, practice all these things. They tried to answer that sort of question last year by adding in practice mode. Has anybody even played it? Have I just reminded you it existed? Be honest. Practice mode, of course, is like an option that you can go in and play against the CPU in Pro Clubs with your team, and you can set their difficulty. Nobody ever touches it. My fourth one is a big one, kind of a selfish one. I want a rejoin feature. I lag out a lot. You guys who watch the streams will see that when you disconnect from games on Pro Clubs. Because it's a multiplayer game, in the same way on Call of Duty or other games you can reconnect, I don't see why you can't in Pro Clubs. If I go into a game of clubs with 4 friends, I disconnect, I should be able to rejoin if my internet comes back on. Knowing EA, they probably mess this up and make it so that it's only you lot when you go into a game, you're playing against 3, and then in come all of these players and you start losing games because people start playing with 11. That can't happen. Just if you've already entered the game, you should have the option to rejoin. Fact. Now, to nail this down to 5 points is always difficult, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I haven't left out important things. I want you guys to comment exactly what I've missed so I can go through, read. On Twitter, you guys have been pretty vocal already, but let me know down in the comment section what I've missed. 5th point for me, though, I'm just going with bug fixes immediately for a game cycle, right? We have to sit here and wait so long for Pro Clubs to be addressed. There's always updates at the start of a FIFA. You're always scrolling down. You're always getting to the bottom and seeing Pro Clubs, and they've, like, corrected an issue where the corner flag was falling over sometime. Like, the actual issues in the game don't get solved. There's nobody in place in the community who talks about clubs. The FIFA account, I think I tweeted something like, if they even tweet about Pro Clubs, I will give anybody who retweets this tweet £100 between now and the end of FIFA. Because they just won't. All it is updates to Ultimate Team, new packs to Ultimate Team. By the way, have you heard of Ultimate Team? But yeah, I guess really the 5th point is up to you. You guys can leave your comments. I've thrown down bug fixes and things like the goalkeeper lock-ons and stuff like that that are awful in this game. The kit clashes, they didn't even solve that. Sometimes only the captain's kit changes. Let me know what the biggest issue is I've missed. A lot of you guys talk about substitutions. I'm not too sure about that. I'll be reading and responding. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do drop a like on it. I am always going to try and be optimistic about Pro Clubs, but I don't see them making any big changes because I think it just gets in the way of Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team made them over $1 billion last year from the pack sales alone. Why, as a business model, are they ever going to change? They might add in microtransactions to Pro Clubs, to other game modes like Volta, but ultimately, as a business, that's just a distraction from what is already making money, and the shareholders for EA Sports are the priority, not the players. We all know that. And look, if you are a shareholder at EA Sports, or you're somebody who's collecting the checks, why are you ever going to want them to change it? If they're going to look at that business model and say, yeah, you need to make a change. The only way I foresee Pro Clubs, Career Mode, Volta truly fulfilling their potential as game modes is if Ultimate Team has sanctions like we're seeing in France, Netherlands, Belgium, potentially the UK and America on the loot box system. The idea at the moment that you can buy packs and obviously just not know what's behind that wall. Something legally would have to change for EA to even consider developing a different type of game mode on FIFA 21. It's possible, but for me, it's not likely. Anyway, if there's enough comments, I might do a part 2 of this video. We'll have to see how it goes. Slap a like on the vid, follow me on any socials, and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the Pro Clubs content, there's plenty more here. Anyway, it's been fantastic sitting here and ranting away with you. I will see you guys next time. Guys, right now, as of recording this, we are on 99,000 subscribers. If you want to do me a solid and hit that red button, let's get that plaque.